All right, what's up, family? I got one way different than what I normally do. I like to do the educational ones, but I'm going to do one here that's going to touch on stuff that, yes, I know for a fact you've been through this, or you know someone that's been through this, or you heard about it some kind of way, a movie or read in a book, but I bet you a lot of y'all been through this. So I'm going to title this video here, something personally I've been through. Like I said, you probably been through it too. Watch this. I'm going to shock you on this one. This one, I'm going to title this video, My Nightmare/Dream is Scarier Than Yours. I'm going to tell y'all about an actual dream that I had that had me shook. Dude, like, wow, had me scared to heck, had me thinking things differently. And you know, why do we have these scary dreams? Because a lot of our silly butts, we'll watch a scary movie, some silly movie, and then what happened? We go to sleep. And we wind up dreaming about that dumb movie we watched, and now we're like a little nervous, this and that. We shook up a little bit sometimes, all over a dream. Sometimes dreams be real diabolical, and it mess people up for real. Some jokers don't wake up from a dream. And as always, you know I love to give you a word of the day, so that's going to be the word of the day, diabolical. What is diabolical if you look it up? It is characteristics of the devil, or so evil that is suggested as the devil. So let's get on with my nightmare/dream. Now, as I said, I must have watched some type of scary movie or whatever the case. And therefore, when I went to bed, you know, I ain't think nothing of it, but once I went to bed, all of a sudden, I fell into this deep sleep dream. You know you're dreaming, it's real to you. But anyway, this is how this dream go. While I was dreaming, there was a news report of this diabolical, remember what diabolical means, characteristics of the devil, or so evil it is suggested as the devil, all right? So anyway, so I was at home, and all of a sudden, it was this news report that came on the TV, and it said about this diabolical serial killer that was killing people across the land. And the local authorities was unable to catch this guy because they found out he was killing people in different states. And they was wondering how he was traveling so fast from going from one state to the next. And he was killing people, taking their body parts. So, you know, as I seen this report, it was like, wow. And then the report went on further to say people were afraid to leave their houses because people was ending up dead all along the state lines and stuff like that. So people was like real nervous to leave their house. And it just so happens I had to take a trip across country. Take this train trip. So when I called the local cab company, or Uber nowadays, whatever, but this is an old dream from way back in the days. So let's go to cab. When I had called the cab, and when I got in the cab, you know, remember, when they made these news reports and said how diabolical this serial killer, like I said, people were afraid to leave their house. It was hard to trust anybody anywhere, right? People didn't trust their shadows. That's how diabolical this serial killer was, and it was scaring people all over the nation, right? So now here it is, I called a cab, and when I called a cab, next thing you know, the cab was held up, and another guy come to get in the cab. And right away, the guy said, hey, you mind I share a cab with you? I was like, well, yeah, okay. But the whole time I'm nervous, right? Because the news report scared the mess out of people even more by saying, watch who's around you. Keep your guard up all the time. This serial killer is killing people all over the land. He's doing it through public transportation or whatever. So people were scared. So anyway, but I got to the train station safely. Once I got to the train station, I'm traveling across country. So I'm on one of them trains where you got a room where you can sleep and all. I don't know if any of y'all ever travel like that. But anyway, so now I'm on a train. And while I'm on the train, you feel how the train moving and all that. And now all I'm just thinking about that report. I'm all nervous. I'm in the train. I'm looking at my little TV in the room. And next thing I hear another report. How they said he was in a local area right where I was at in the same town. And they found a dead body alongside the highway or something. And so I'm like, ooh, well, I just left that state. I'm even more nervous, right? And they telling people, be cautious. Be cautious who you trust. Be cautious who around you. Be cautious the people you have to encounter with. And I'm looking at this report and I'm just even more nervous. And now I'm like, oh man. So now I look out the window of the train, as the train is moving. That probably making my dream a little bit more scary. The train is moving. Man, this dream is real, man. train's moving. I'm looking out the window and I'm like, man, I went to the door and I locked my door. Make sure no one can get in my room. And then I said, man, I'm looking back out the window and the train is like, you see the poles and everything going fast. Right, so all I'm thinking, man, could I open this window in case, I know I locked the door, but just in case if this diabolical killer come in this room, I'm gonna jump out the window. But I'm like, man, this train is going too fast. I'll probably get killed if I jump out this window. So then I go back by the door, and when I go back out of the door, I just peep my head out the door. Because I hear all this, I hear some arguing and stuff down the hall. So I look down the hall, I don't see nothing. To the right. Then I look down to the left, and I don't see nothing. And then I go back in the room and I lock the door. Then as I lock the door, I'm like, man, I hear these footsteps. So next thing you know, I'm like, oh man, I don't know, man. I ain't staying in this room. So I go out of the room and I look to the right, look to the left again, and I decide to go to the left. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna go to the left. And then I hear the steps going, as I'm going, walking fast, I hear the steps go from this to this. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I think that diabolical serial killer's after me, man. So now I'm running down the hall. And as I run down the hall, I see a bathroom. And I try to unlock every door I see. Locked. I see a bathroom. I go, let me check. It's locked. I'm like, whoever this person is, it's like they clearly running after me now. There's no mistaking. So now all these doors are locked, the bathroom door is locked. And I'm like, man, I just gotta get out of here. Just gotta get out. So now, as I'm running down the hall, y'all know the trains and the halls is tight. As I'm running down more, I see another bathroom, and this one is unlocked, because the first one said vacant and it was locked. Now, all these other doors are locked, and I come to another bathroom. Now, I unlock that door, and I run inside, and I lock it real quick. And when I lock it real quick, I'm like, man, I hear the footsteps go. Obviously, it went past where I was at in the room, and now it stopped. And why it stopped, I was in the bathroom just real nervous. I was like, oh, man, I hope you don't see me in here. Oh, man. Next thing you know, I had noticed I had to use the bathroom all of a sudden. But I was like, I don't want to make no noise. Because if I make some noise, he going to know I'm in here. But I got to go to the bathroom real bad. Next thing you know, I said, man, I heard the footsteps walking away. And then I heard someone down the hall like, hello, anybody in this room here? Anybody in here? Is anybody in? So I was like, oh, man, he's down the hall. But I got to go to the bathroom real bad. So next thing you know, I unzipped my zipper and I started using the bathroom. Right? And I'm like, man, I hope you don't hear this, man. You know how we try to pee on the side of the toilet so that way you don't make the splashing noise in the water, right? So I'm peeing on the side of the toilet so I make no noise, right? And as I'm peeing, next thing you know, I finish, right? And just as I finish, all of a sudden, I hear somebody go, hey! All of a sudden, I woke up in my dream. I woke up in a puddle of piss. I had pissed in the bed. I said, oh, damn, man, I don't believe it. So the dream was so damn real, I actually peed in the bed. And I was like, yo, I don't believe this, man. By the way, there's a story. There's a real story. This really happened. I ain't making this up. But I was like 16, 15 at the time when this happened. So anyway, now I woke up, and I was happy it was a dream. But when I woke up, I looked, I said, oh, damn, man, I done peed in the bed. Man, I had a stupid dream, man. I had a dream that I went to the bathroom, man. Talking about some diabolical killer. The killer had me so nervous and all jittery to the point I had to go to the bathroom bag. And all I was thinking about, I was just so happy the killer didn't get me. Now I can relieve myself that I peed on the train, but I really peed in the bed. You know what I'm saying? So now, ain't nothing more embarrassing being 15 years old, wake up, and you realize you done peed in the bed. Last time you peed in the bed, you probably was 2 years old, something like that, 3 years old, you know what I'm saying? So at 15, man, that's embarrassing. So you know what I did? I got up, I went to the bathroom real quick, washed myself up, washed my drawers out and stuff, because I don't want to be embarrassed with my sister and them, right? And then wringed it out real tight. You wring it out a little bit more than tighter, because when you get a good ring, you wring it out tight, but then you go backwards and you really wring it out. Like, man, I'm gonna make sure this is dry. But then, now my bed covers got piss all on it, my sheets got piss all on it, and my mattress got piss all on it. Man, I took them covers, the sheets off, and I went in and I was scrubbing, and then I took the towel, the cover, the sheets, and I took some other dirty clothes, and I put it all in the bag. Now, this was early in the morning. And then earlier than I probably normally get up. And I was headed out of the house. And I remember my sister, I must have woke them up. I was trying to be sneaky to get out of the house. She said, hey, where you going, little Jim? I was like, she said, yeah, what you doing that bad? I was like, yeah, she said, nah, what's that for? I was like, I'm going to the laundry and wash these clothes. She's like, wash the clothes? Boy, I washed the clothes 2 days ago. What are you talking about? I said, oh, no, I just had some extra stuff in the closet. Some washing stuff that's in the closet. And she's like, boy, I don't know what you up to, but you ain't even making no sense. I said, nah, ain't no big deal. I'm just washing. She said, well, then, since you're doing that, I got a couple other stuff. Now I'm like, I ain't even got that much money. Because we ain't had a washer and dryer in the house. So you know how to pay money. I'm trying to get away with being embarrassed. But anyway, I went and washed the clothes. And my sister never actually said, but she said slick stuff that when you're a kid, you think you're smarter than adults. But my sister, I think she knew. Because she said, boy, you acting real strange. I don't know. Probably when I left, she probably went right in my room and was like, oh, this boy peed in the bed. So, hey, don't none of y'all front. Some of y'all, this actually happened to y'all. Or you know somebody this happened to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing worse. A nightmare or a bad dream is bad. But ain't nothing worse than having a nightmare about something and you wake up. Because what happened in the dream really happened to you. And in this case, I dreamt that I went to the bathroom. But I really peed in the bed because I thought I was really going. Because when I relieved myself, it was like, oh, man, I had to go back. Oh. Only to wake up and be like, oh, snap, what the hell? But yeah, what y'all think? What's y'all scariest nightmare? I don't think you can top my nightmare right there. Unless you did the same thing. I don't think you're going to top that one. Peace.